Hello, I'm Josh Merhar, and today I'm wearing shorts, and I want to talk about paradiddle-diddles and how you can use them to create really cool chops. So a paradiddle-diddle, in case you don't know, the sticking is right, left, left, left. Or you could do the same thing, left hand lead, left, right, right. But since I'm a right-handed person in a right-handed person's world, we are going to be using right-handed paradiddle-diddles. So this lick, you could think of it as one measure of 32nd notes or two measures of 16th notes. So basically we have 32 notes to fill. So a paradiddle-diddle is a 6-note phrase. 32 does not divide evenly by 6, so we're going to have a little bit of extra space to fill. So we could have 5 paradiddle-diddles, and then 2 extra notes to round it out to 32 notes. So with this first configuration, it's going to be 2 groupings of paradiddle-diddles, an extra right-left, and then 3 more groupings of paradiddle-diddles. Played very slowly on just the snare drum, that will sound like this. Now, I like to keep the double strokes isolated to the snare drum as ghost notes. I think it's really easy to play them really quickly since they are just double strokes. But there are tons of other ways of breaking those single strokes around the drums. So let's explore some possibilities here. I really like to orchestrate my paradiddle-diddles by placing the first right-hand hit between like kick and a cymbal, and then make that single stroke accent with the left hand really loud, and then keep all those double strokes really quiet on the snare drum. It's also nice to break those 2 single strokes from the paradiddle-diddle onto the tom-toms, while also keeping the double strokes quiet on the snare drum. Since we have these chunks, like these 6-note chunks, we could kind of rearrange those pieces to create different phrasing and different accent patterns. So instead of having 2 paradiddle-diddles, those 2 extra notes, and then 3 more paradiddle-diddles, what if we rearrange that a little bit? What if we had 3 paradiddle-diddles, then those 2 extra notes, then those 2 extra paradiddle-diddles? That could sound like this. And we could go through all of those permutations, so we could have, 1 paradiddle-diddle, those 2 notes, 4 paradiddle-diddles to follow. We could have 4 paradiddle-diddles at front, 2 extra notes, then that extra paradiddle-diddle at the end. You could have those 2 notes first, followed by all of those paradiddle-diddles, or you could have those 5 paradiddle-diddles first, and then have those 2 extra notes at the end. And there's no rule that says the double strokes have to be on the snare drum. That's just the way that I use them most of the time. I encourage you to place those double strokes on different drums or even different cymbals to create a different effect. And then it's just a matter of mixing and matching and kind of working through these different rhythmic permutations and different orchestrations on your own. And that will help you develop your own voice on the drums. So hopefully that's a nice new little chop for you. If you enjoyed this video, consider checking out and supporting my Patreon page. If you're unfamiliar, Patreon is a really good platform for people to support content creators like me, and it allows me to make this stuff for people like you. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.